Okay, y'all. So today I wanted to come in and talk about something. The specific topic to me that is personal to me. So, first and foremost, how is everybody doing? Hopefully, everybody's doing well. Everybody's feeling okay. There's a reason why y'all don't see my face today in this video is because I'm not feeling up to par. I'm not doing so good. I'm not feeling too well. And it's not like a sickness, it's just more like something personal. So, yeah, I just want to talk about something really quickly. So, we're going to get straight into the topic. So, today I need to get something off my chest because it's been hell. Emotional type of hell, stressful type of hell. I'm talking about survival in this video, budgeting, and about why you can't build a life or a grocery list for that matter on chips and nuts. Now this whole topic and this whole video and whatever have you may seem funny, but it's the reality. It's the reality behind it. It's anything. The reality behind it is anything but. And when I tell you, when you hear this, without me going too deep into personal details, that personal, but yeah, I'm dealing with a situation. I have been dealing with this for a while. Well, we're gonna say years at the most, but it has gotten worse over the last few months, last few years. And I'm dealing with this situation in my own home. I've got a household budget, and I'm trying to make sure that there is actual food in the house that's gonna last. Now, keep in mind, my husband is out of the house. That's a whole nother situation in itself. That's his story to tell. But I live with this other person, roommate, we're gonna say, and I'm trying to keep food in the house that lasts, that we can make meals out of, meals that last, that we have leftovers from. But when you're grocery shopping for snacks, this person likes this when they want that, they have on their grocery list is chips, nuts, snacks, chips, nuts, chips, nuts, chips, nuts. Damn, that's just ridiculous. And then they get mad or they want to dig into somebody else's food when they run out of all their chips and snacks. So you have to, it's like, in a way, trusting a child with money or a food stamp card or however you get your groceries to go to the grocery store and expecting them to actually go shop for food that has sustenance, that will fill their bellies up, that will make meals that last. Now the meals don't last because this person has a fucking bottomless pit for a stomach, and they eat like $300 worth of groceries gone in a week, maybe 2 at the most. 3 is pushing it. But when you're grocery shopping for snacks, let's take it back. When you're grocery shopping for snacks, like chips, nuts, more chips, more nuts, all the time, and a little bit of fruit here and there, where's the meat? Where is the side dishes like the mashed potatoes and gravy, the macaroni and cheese, the vegetables? Something that's going to put meat on your bones that's going to last. Well, in this case, it ain't going to last. Even if you cook that, it's going to be gone in one day. But you're not just, with that being said, you're not just shopping for survival. You're shopping for a deficit. And it's even harder when the person doing it is ignoring their own health needs, like diabetes, like being obese, and they just don't care. It's like, you don't tell me what to do, but ma'am, you're a fucking diabetic. You need to eat healthier if you want to live longer, right? Just to keep buying, they ignoring their own health needs just to keep buying things that are not fuel, that does not have sustenance to it, that will not last. So the hardest part of this is It's the cycle of sympathy. It's watching someone spend $300 in 2 weeks on stuff that leaves you with nothing, that leaves them with nothing. Only then to act like they have nothing to eat when they're hungry because they ate all their fucking food. All her food is gone. And it ain't even food. All her snacks are gone. I can see getting meals, getting stuff that's gonna make meals. And then we're gonna go into that part really quick. We're gonna touch on that. When you get snacks and you don't get meals, it's not gonna last. And then you eat like 6 course meals every day. All day long, you're eating all day long. You're not gonna have anything left. And then I'm gonna probably have to end up doing a part 2 to this. But yeah, it's frustrating when they act like they have nothing to eat and then they want sympathy. So it's like can you help me? When I barely have anything to eat myself. Knowing that they playing on that part of me that hates to see people starving, that hates to see people without. They're using that to their advantage, and then when I need something, they're like, if I had it, I would give it to you, while they sitting on a whole, $300, $400, $500 worth of money or finances they can use to get food with, but they rubbing it in that they able to get food, and they're just like, here's a package of meat. When I ask for something, here's a package of meat. One package of meat. Here's one loaf of the smallest bread I can find. Here's one package of cheese. And the cheese has the lessest amount of cheese in there. And they expect you to make that spread to last a whole month, maybe 2. That is not gonna fucking work. And then I would rather you just say, no, I'm not buying you nothing, instead of doing all that just to keep me begging you, keep me in the loop. It is so fucking frustrating when you try to be generous to somebody only to end up in a hole yourself. I guess that's what I'm saying. Because you shared what little you had left. It's just crazy. It is just fucking crazy. So yeah, it's just ridiculous. And it goes even deeper than budget. It's the gluttony. We're going to go back and touch on that real quick. The gluttony, it's like watching someone eat out of a bottomless pit, like I said. Even when other people have come into the house to help, they end up eating their food and all their money and all of that person's food and money out. It's just frustrating to watch somebody do that and ignore their health, ignore that somebody's trying to help them. They're just taking advantage of everything because they feel like everything should go through them first. They're like a filter fish with a bottomless pit for a stomach. And it's even more frustrating watching somebody ignore their health, knowing they're struggling with their weight and diabetes. Sorry about that, I got a text message. But still just keep eating and eating and eating and never feeling the sensation of being full. And expecting everyone to just keep fueling their habits. It's exhausting when you try to be generous only to end up in a hole yourself because you shared what little you have left, and now you have nothing and they can't give you. They ain't gonna give you nothing. It's not that they can't. They're not going to. So yeah, with that being said, let's go to the next part. If you want, my whole thing is, and this part would be the lesson part for me, is what I would say, and the way my brain thinks about it. If you want to survive, and this is just my opinion, if you want to survive, you have to stop shopping for snacks. You need meat, you need vegetables, you need things that will actually keep you full. When you swap a $20 bag of chips for actual groceries, you stop being hungry by the end of the week. It's not about restricting yourself. It's about budgeting for real food. How will you expect to get any fucking sustenance out of that when you get snacks? Of course, you're going to constantly be hungry by the time those snacks and foods are gone. The foods are good. But once that's gone, you don't have no need, and you look to everybody else around you to support your habits, to support you. Do better. Shop a little bit smarter. Learn how to shop. It's okay to say, because I don't know how to shop for groceries. And then, so in conclusion, I'm just going to end this video with this part. I'm done with the chips and nut cycle. If you're stuck in a situation where your budgeting is being drained by bad habits and zero planning, I'm just going to put this out there. Hear me out. You have to set boundaries. Protect your resources. Protect your health. Stop settling for snacks when you deserve a meal. Let me know in the comments, how do you handle, or if you know anybody that has went through this or is going through this, or even if you're going through this yourself, how do you handle the grocery store drama in your household, if there is any? Y'all let me know in the description. I'll see y'all later. Thank y'all for watching this video. Y'all have a blessed day. Be safe, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, guys. And don't forget to leave y'all answers in the comment section.